In today's video, we're discussing an important X date that's coming up for one of our dividend funds. One of our main holdings has an X date approaching where you have to be in this fund on this date or before this date to receive the large dividend. So stay tuned for that announcement. First, I want to show you that yes, we earn over 100,000 per year in dividends at this channel, and that number has grown since YieldMax increased their dividends. Also, our performance and values shows that we're up 32% for the year. The Dow's up only 2, the S&P's up 11, and the Nasdaq's up 26%. So this doesn't make me mad. This makes me very happy that you're sensing frustration in my voice only because when you try to tell people about this, they don't seem to receive it well. A lot of my subscribers do, and they're learning the system well, and many have purchased my e-guides and are making good money now, and even uh, exchange information with me now and teach me things that I never knew. So everything is going really well with both the account, as you can see, and the channel. I have no problems with any of that. I just, again, wish that more people would be receptive to this message, not only in YouTube, but just in general when you walk around the world. You can understand that when you talk to people about money or politics or religion, they don't really want to listen to that. That's fine. But when it comes to making money, it almost is a spiritual aspect. It's a mindset that you have to master. It's not just about the X's and O's and getting the best performance or the most dividends. It's about lifestyle choices as well. You have to learn how to spend out of your account. You have to learn to value what's important and what's not. And I see a lot of times the world valuing what they think is important, like buying material things and tying themselves to expensive monthly payments and a ball and chain to their house or a car, for example. And it just makes me upset that they're not more receptive to my message. I mean, that's fine. I know you can only lead a horse to water, and I know that everyone has their time and they'll get there one day. But nonetheless, I have a lot of free time because I don't go to work. I just live off my dividends. So I'm trying to spread the word to people. And when they don't receive it well, it can be discouraging. But again, I'm not discouraged. I'm happy. I'm a basketball coach. I'm a basketball player. All I do is try to motivate people and keep aiming for more success. So, uh, so that's my mindset with with not only basketball but with investing. Okay, I'm about winning on and off the court. Sports are just a medium for me to practice achieving greater heights in life. Okay, and I'm only trying to coach people along and do the same thing. And so that's just where the fire in my voice comes from. I couldn't be happier with my channel, my subscribers. I know all you guys are paying attention, but I can tell by the comments and your responses from my e-guides that you are listening closely and you are learning. So I really appreciate you guys, and I just hope we can spread the word to more people. So without further ado, we're in the account, and again, you saw that I earn over 100,000 per year in dividends. You saw the performance. We're beating all indexes, 32% that we're up. Now, we're also at 0.35% for the day. Where is that coming from? Of course, it's probably coming from Cornerstone. So Cornerstone, I'm not going to bore you guys who already know about Cornerstone, but it's up 0.48 and 0.32. So you're getting the drips. You're getting the 21% dividend drip back at NAV. You're getting days gains potential, and you're getting your dividend compounded at 21%. So this is where a lot of my performance comes from. Okay. Also, these drip shares, I know you guys are tired of it, but there's a lot of new people who are coming to this channel. So 649, I get my shares dripped at each month, my dividend 649 for a 28% gain. 679 for a 22% gain, 654 for a 27% gain, and it goes on and on. So Cornerstone's market price is around $8, as you can see here, 8 and 8, but the drip shares are at around $6 a share. So that's where I'm getting all of my performance. A lot of it, it's from having 400 grand in this fund, Cornerstone, these two funds that are 4-star rated on Morningstar. They pay a 21% dividend. They compound your dividend monthly at the NAV. Plus, you get the capital gains from the drips, like I just showed you, those 20% gains, and you get days gains here, which gives you this number here, 1,700 per day. So that's where a lot of my performance is coming from. If you need help with Cornerstone, email me for my e-guides at aikandtodd48@gmail.com. You have to play this properly before the rights offering begins. If you go to a chart of Cornerstone, you'll see that the stock falls and it goes into the ground over time. 5-year chart, yes, you can see it's gone down. So you have to learn how to play these steep drops and sell before the rights offering announcement. So I stay on top of that for you, and I also teach you how to use Cornerstone, not only for the rights offering, how to play it that way, but how to get the drip and how to get the most out of your uh, position per year. So also, you'll see this is where the news is coming from. Okay, my big announcement is coming from Cornerstone. It has a 17% yield at these levels, but the dividend X date is on the 14th. The 14th. So you have to be in this fund on that date or before to qualify for the dividend. So if you buy before the 14th, you're in and you get that dividend. So that's the big announcement, guys. Also, I get my performance from margin. For every $1 you put in here, you get $4 of purchasing power. So I use a little bit of this margin to get ahead in life. It's 270,000 of margin right now, but I'm charged 5% interest because I negotiated my margin down twice. If you are scared of high margin rates, why be scared? You're not supposed to put much margin on anyway. You want to have a modest amount of margin on at all times because you don't want to run up your risk. But also, even if you have a 10% margin yield or a 20% margin interest, I mean, then these cornerstone funds pay it back in no time, or these yield max funds, Tesla, Clip, that's not yield max, Apple, Nvidia, they all have high enough yields to pay back your interest anyway. Your interest in margin is charged over a year, not each month. So each month you're charged a fraction of that interest. So if you're charged 10% in a year and you have 5,000 in margin, but you're earning, 5,000 in dividends, then your margin is paid back each month so fast that it knocks into your principal, and then your interest is really negligible. So that's how I approach margin investing, and that's how I get ahead. This performance that you see, again, it comes from not only Cornerstone and how to play it properly, but comes from using a little bit of margin. And then lastly, as you know, I tie all my investments to the indexes. So that's how I'm getting my performance. It's really important to talk about this because many channels have income names that they push, but they're down 10% or, down fractionally for the year, or they're up fractionally for the year just from their dividend plays when the market is up 10% for the year. So I like to beat the market as well as get these dividends per year, which is the best of both worlds. Who wouldn't want the best of both worlds? And I don't think that I'm risking the farm to do it. I'm buying index names, 4-star quality names, 4-star ranked funds, and I'm just using a little bit of margin and my experience around margin to get the extra performance. So if you need help with margin, email me for my e-guides at aikentod48@gmail.com. Also, I have a new service I'm starting. It's a Discord service. If you just want alerts for when the rights offering occurs for Cornerstone, that will be linked in the description below. So all of my old subscribers who have bought e-guides already are already welcome to this server. Just please kindly email me and request if you would like to be added to this Discord server where I'll give you my rights offering alerts for free. That's it's you can see my information on in the description below from Patreon. It's all there for new subscribers and new clients. But for old clients, again, you're already welcome to this Discord server. Just kindly email me or text me if you want me to put you on that server. So that'll do it, guys. Cornerstone, get in before the X date of the 14th. That date is approaching. It's a really important fund to be in because it's where you get your performance if you're investing with my strategy. And then also margin, really important that you understand that it takes loans to get ahead. I mean, all the great ones that I know of use loans to get ahead. I'm not saying to use a lot of margin or a lot of loans or tap your whole house or refinance your whole house, but I know that using loans to get ahead is key because 70% of people are paycheck to paycheck. Even if you earn 100,000 per year, it's really hard to get by unless you combine incomes with a wife or a spouse, which then gets you over that hump. But then you're guaranteed to have to work for life until you're 70 to get your retirement. And I feel like that's one way to go, but not the best way to go. You could be working now, combining your income now, and then simply investing your money, and then you could potentially retire earlier if you wanted to. So I think working is fine, just fine. My dad's working all the way, until he's, as long as he can work. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that as long as it's on your terms. But when you're, getting told what to do by a boss and you don't like going to your 9 to 5 each day and you have to do this until you're 70, I think that time is the most valuable asset, and you think you're making money by combining your incomes and buying nice cars and things that you think that you can afford because you have extra income from combining your income with a spouse, but you have to work until you're 70. And I think that time is the ultimate money. So it's the best currency. So I would just be aware of that, guys, using loans. That's why I use loans. I'm not telling you to use a loan. Hey, if you have two jobs and you're combining your income, just invest it in dividend paying names and you're fine. But if you don't have that ability to combine income, such as myself, even if I could combine incomes, I would still use margin because it pays me not it I if I don't use margin, I'm missing out on money in my opinion because the interest that I'm earning from these dividend funds pays back the interest that I'm charged with margin. And in 3 years, if I earn 100,000 in dividends, this margin is paid off to zero and my account grows to 708,000. So it's better than living out of credit cards. It's a quicker payback period than real estate. If you want to get ahead, this is the way to do it, in my opinion, one way to do it. And that's just where the conviction from my voice comes from. It's not frustration, it's just passion about the subject. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Leave comments in the section below if you have any more questions on how to play Cornerstone or any other important X dates that are approaching. And I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.